Hi, this is Leslie Denning, and I'd like to welcome you to this video. This is going to be kind of an over-the-shoulder look of how I would email to Safelists if I didn't have any mailing software available to me. Actually, before I even start emailing, I want to start with Format It because this will format your email so that it will look good. So I'm going to put my email in here, and then I'm going to hit Submit. And there we go. We have a nicely formatted email that's going to look good on a cell phone or a tablet or whatever, as well as a computer. So what I want to do is I want to go to my Notepad, and I'm going to actually select this because this is what I want to replace, and then I'm going to go Control V, and there we have the email all ready to go. So I can close that out. And I've opened up half a dozen mailers here that are all kind of different as far as the look of them. When you go to mail, you're going to usually go down this left sidebar until you find something that says credit mailer or system mailer or member mailer, something like that. And you want to go ahead and click on that. And then I'll scroll down here. I'm going to go to my Notepad. And go ahead and copy this and paste it. Now, if you want to speed things up a little bit, you can go ahead and open up all of your mailers and paste that. Yeah, I don't know what's the matter with that one. Okay, here I'm going to find member mailer. And copy and paste. And I'm going to let that go. Okay, here we go. Here we go to the credit mailer. Oh, it says I have to view 3 ads. So I'm going to go over and view those ads and kind of keep working away while I'm viewing those ads. So we'll go over here to List Avail, Send Email, and I'll copy that in there. Okay, I'm going to find one more mailer that I'm going to add here that's of a little bit different type here. See if I can figure out which one it might be. All these mailers have what they call different scripts, and as you start to work with them, you'll discover that there are certain kinds of mailers that all look together in the same group. And so I'm going to let that go ahead and open. In the meantime, I'm going to go back here and start clicking on these. Got one more after this one. And I just spend my time constantly going back and forth between windows until I'm able to get everything done. Normally I would have gone even a little bit farther with getting these ready, but I kind of want to show you what to do here. So I'll go ahead and click that, and then I've only got just one more that I need here, and then I'll be ready to mail. Now, if you know that you have to click on 3 ads, you can always go to your email box and do this ahead of time. But you want to make sure that you do it ahead of time, because if you try to click from the email box while you're on this page, it doesn't seem to register the fact that you've done it. So do this last one here, and then I will be ready to go. So I will click on the credit mailer, and let's go back over to my instant list. Now with these, sometimes they're a little tricky to find. Sometimes in this particular one, the easiest way to find the credit mailer is just to scroll down the page. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And okay, this one's still waiting for it to load up. There we go. Okay, list avail, we got that one. Okay, so this says that I have to click 8. As I recall, this is a little bit faster than the other one. So I'll do just like 3 at a time here. I gave you 75 credits for each one that you click, and that's very good. Okay, so I'm just going to go back and take care of these others that are ready here. So I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to get my headline. And just go ahead and copy and paste this all the way across. Oops, didn't mean to put that there. Take that out of there and go up here. Just kind of trying to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly on this, because sometimes things just don't go the way you're expecting them to, and so you have to be kind of flexible, I guess. So let's see, with these I've got 75 credits and 75, and okay, so then I'm going to do 3 more. And I always do right click, open the link in a new tab. Some of them will automatically do it, but others don't, and it makes it just a lot simpler if you don't have to keep going back and forth to your page. Okay, so now you're going to need a URL. This is going to be your affiliate link. I use tracking links so that I can check and see if anybody's opening my emails and what sites I'm getting the best results from and things. So I'll add my tracker in here with all of these. So I need to do 2 more ads here, and then we'll be ready to go on that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh well, we'll just let that one ride. Okay, so we've got everything that we need here. And so now is when you can get in there and start personalizing it. And it just depends on what ad that you use or what ad site. Some of them will let you use HTML to personalize it, others won't. But most of them will let you use what's called a macro, and this is a little computer code that you put in there so that it will personalize it. It will substitute this particular code with the person's first name. So Email Hog lets you do that. So I'm going to put it there, and then I'm also going to put it in the headline. Now they don't let me do anything else, so I'm ready to go on this. I'm going to go ahead and post the ad. I can see up here that I've got 5,822 credits, so I can go ahead and post the ad, and I'll get 3,500 credits used with 120 views. And I'll go ahead and post that. And then it wants me to check out some member solos. Okay, so click here to continue. And Website Traffic Hog is one of those that gives you a timeout. So any by Marty Patrizio, you just don't want to mess around. You want to get in there and get going. But I'm pretty much have this all lined up here, so I'm just going to go ahead and redo it. It won't take more than a couple seconds here. So we'll do that. It's just more fun to be able to kind of bulk copy and paste, but she's very security conscious, so she doesn't let her people keep their sites up on their computer all day long. She usually times you out after about 10 minutes. So let's go back over here and grab this macro, and I'm going to go ahead and put that there, and put that there, and I still have my credits and I'm ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. Then I will get a frame breaker test. So I'll say 3, 2, 1. Click here to verify your site. That means that you don't have a frame breaker. And then it says that you're queued and you're done with that. Okay, 4Aces Mailer is another one that does not allow you to use any kind of HTML, but they'll let you use the macros. So I'm going to, oops, wrong place for the comma there. I'm going to go ahead and put a macro in there. Now, one thing that they do let you do, you want to make sure you put your credits in. 549 is what I can send. And one thing they will let you do here is to schedule to go at a different time. So instead of sending everything out at once, I'll say, well, maybe I want to take this out, do this tomorrow. And then you always want to make sure that it's going to be tomorrow. So that's scheduled to be sent out at a different time. So I'll go ahead and click the button on that. Then we have a little bit different verification here. And with this one, Fresh Start Safelists, they will let you choose your size. And I always choose 14. Some of these sites send out such teeny tiny little type that it's hard to see. I'm going to go ahead and just add a there so it won't look quite so abrupt. Then I'm going to go ahead and highlight this so that people can kind of see that this is a visionary news site, which it really is. Free Coins for All is an awesome site. And then with this one, free members are allowed to send to 500 members, so I scroll all the way down, and then I just hit send message to, and that one is queued for delivery. Now this one is another one of these like Marty's site that uses this, so I'm going to do Control C to copy that, and then Control V, Control V, and again I'm going to change the font size. Oops, not the font, just the font size, and then I'll highlight that because I think that's important, and I'll put a bold on that and put in my credits. 687 is what I'm allowed to use, and then I'll go ahead and send, and this is going to do a frame breaker test. Now they don't let you do much of anything here on List-Avail, but they do get very good open rates. So I've never found where you can use any kind of a macro. So again, I'm going to add there in there, and then, well, they do let you size it up a little bit. And we'll put this up to 14. And with this, they do have a text color. So I'm just going to make it, we'll just make it purple and bold, just so it'll stand out just a little bit. I don't know, it's kind of giving me a hard time about my tracker, so let me see if I can recopy the tracker and put it in there. Okay, so there it says send the email. Oh, oops. I forgot to use the number of people. So 2523 is the number of people that I'm supposed to use here. I mean the maximum that I can send, and I always try to send to the maximum. And let's go ahead and there we go. So it says that we are successful. This one says the message has been approved. Okay, and we're still working on credits here, so we've got 75 there, and if I go back here, I don't know if I have any other sites where you actually click a link down in here. That's almost always in the sidebar. Sometimes up in a bar up on the top, a menu. But hopefully this will tell me that I can mail. Okay, very good. So then we just go back to what we did before. We're going to put in the tracker, and oh, I think I know why it was having trouble with that tracker, because I do have a space in there that should not be there. So let's get rid of that space there, and then I want to get rid of this space here so it won't cause me any trouble. And then I'm going to go up here again, Control C, Control V, and get my subject line in there, Control C, Control V. Okay, I can reach 750 people. I've got 93,000 credits, so I think I can actually add this extra 750 people on here so that I'll have that total of 1,250 people that I can mail. This is another one I can just tell you, because I've done this so much, that this is this particular kind of macro. Now, you always want to put the macro in there first and then start working with HTML, because if you don't, if you resize your type and then put in the macro, it won't be the same size. Okay, now I'm looking at this one after I've gone through and said all that. This one doesn't allow you to do anything different with the size. The only thing that it allows you to do is bold. So I'm just going to go ahead and bold this. And it looks like I've got everything else covered on that. Usually if you don't, when you hit send, it's going to pop back and say, hey, okay? So my mailing has been set up. So that shows you all the different ways that you can mail just using Notepad. And so if you look below, I'll go ahead and put a link so that you can download this handy dandy little notepad that has all of these macros on it. These are all that I've been able to find so far. There may be some more that might pop up later, but for now that's the majority of the macros that all the mailers out there. So I'm going to go ahead and save that just in case. So this is Leslie Denning saying I hope you found this video to be helpful, and I'll say so long for now and see you in the next one. Bye bye.